Right, so when we talk about these words about voiced and voiceless in activity 8, so we practiced learning about the voiced sounds and the voiceless sounds. How do you pronounce V-O-I-C-E-D? We had the T sound at the end. Voiced. Voiced. And when we make the sound V, we have to put our lower lip against our upper teeth. Voiced. 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 All right, and when we mean the opposite, that is voiceless. Voiceless. A voiceless sound. Okay, let's do a little bit of review. I'll say the sound, and you tell me voiced or voiceless. Is voiced. Voiceless. Voiceless. D. Voiced. A. Voiced. Voiceless. Voiced. Voiced. Voiceless. Voiced. Voiceless. Voiced. Vowels are all what? Voiced, right. Vowels are always voiced, and consonants mostly are voiced, but some of them are voiceless. All right, when we write the letter S on paper, we don't want to think always S sound, because most of the time the sound should be Z. All the vowels are voiced. Most of the consonants are voiced. Therefore, the final S in writing is mostly pronounced Z. Okay? So maybe you didn't know that before. If you ask a native speaker, they probably have no idea, because they don't need to think about pronunciation. But I'm telling you, when you write S, it doesn't sound S most of the time at the end of a word. Most of the time it sounds like Z. Okay, let me hear a good sound from you. Z. 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 Okay, so number 1 step, the P is voiceless. Let's review. And number 2, feed, the D is voiced. And number 3, nourish, the Sh is voiceless. And number 4, effect, the T is voiceless. Maintain, N is voiced. Number 6, label, O is voiced. Number 7, class, S is voiceless. Number 8, quiz, Z is voiced. Number 9, inch, Ch is voiceless. Number 10, day, A is voiced. And number 11, C, E is voiced. Good. And number 12, show, O is voiced. Right. Okay, so if we look at the power grammar on page 47, we see that nouns that end in letter S or ES when you're writing. Okay, so you know about count nouns, right? We have nouns that are countable and nouns that are not countable. So if we have this, we say the bottle, I can count a bottle, 1 bottle, 2 bottles, but the liquid inside, do I call it 1 water, 2 waters? No. Water is a non-count noun. So liquids in English are non-count nouns, but the container we can count. Okay? So we have count nouns and non-count nouns. Most count nouns have letter S or ES at the end, so we have to pay attention to that. And remember when I showed you your dictation the other day?
Yeah.
Did you cry because you missed some S endings? Okay, so you have to pay attention to the S endings, because a lot of you have languages where the S doesn't exist, or something different about it, and you need to train your ears to hear it. And you also need to turn on your grammar monitor to remind you that in English we have plurals. So for example, we say some nutrients are water, carbohydrates, and minerals. What are the plural nouns? Nutrients, carbohydrates, and minerals, but not water. Right. Okay. The next one says your body renews its structures continuously. So what's the plural noun? Structures. Right. Structures. Now, do we see a verb there that also has S? Renews. Do you know why it has S? The body is singular, right? Your body, that's a subject. So with a singular subject, you need S on the verb for present tense verbs. Some diseases may be very serious. What's the plural noun there? Diseases. Diseases. Right. So those three sentences altogether have 5 plural nouns that have S endings and have the different pronunciation of s and is. So you'll remember that we studied in chapter 1 the 3 different ways. What are the 3 sounds? The ending sounds s, that's voiceless, z, that's voiced, and is, that's an extra syllable, one more syllable. So we add the extra syllable if the base form ends in one of these 6 sounds. S, as in class, then classes. Z, as in quiz, and then quizzes. Sh, as in wish, and then plural is wishes. J, as in garage, and the plural is garages. Ch, as in church, and the plural is churches. J, as in bridge, and the plural is bridges. So in these 6 conditions, then we add an extra syllable at the end of the plural word. Outside of those 6, then we need to consider whether the last sound is voiceless or voiced. So if the base form ends with a voiceless sound like p, t, or k, then we add only one single sound s. For example, step, steps, state, states, and week, weeks. However, if the base form ends with a voiced sound, not counting z or zh or j, not counting those 3, if it ends in another voice sound, then we add a single voice sound z. For example, one day, many days. One sea, several seas. One meal, 3 meals. One arm, 2 arms. So what's the most common ending? What's the most common ending sound? Of these 3, remember I told you there's s and z and is. Which one is the most common? Z. Yeah, wake up, because it's a live vibration. And that's a really important sound in English. Maybe you didn't know that because you thought, oh, in writing you put S, letter S. But in spoken English, how do we pronounce it? Z. Right. All right, let's practice the words on the next page. We'll practice the words that have S ending first. Effect. Effects. Fact. Facts. Nutrient. Nutrients. Product. Products. Step. Steps. Group. Groups. Week. Weeks. All right, in the second column, the words end in the sound z for the plural form. Arm. Arms. Bone. Bones. Day. Days. Kind. Kinds. Label. Labels. Leg. Legs. Meal. Meals. Mineral. Minerals. As you're saying the sound, try to feel the vibration when you make the z in your throat, okay? Some of you are making a nice z sound. Some of you still sound a little bit like s. You need to add vibration here. Z. Just give me z now, please. Can I hear your z? Give me a beautiful z. Oh, that's very nice. That's very nice. Okay. Muscle. Muscles. Pound. Pounds. Principle. Principles. Protein. Proteins. Quality. Qualities. Structure. Structures. Tissue. Tissues. Vitamin. Vitamins. Word. Words. Year. Years. Nice job, nice job. Okay, let's look at some words that end with the extra syllable is in the plural form. Class. Classes. Source. Sources. Disease. Diseases. Quiz. Quizzes. Exercise. Exercises. Phrase. Phrases. Okay, now let's do a little quiz. I'll say a word in the base form. You repeat it, and then tell me the word in the plural form. For example, if I say student, you say student, students. You tell me two words, okay? You tell me the singular word and the plural word, the singular and the plural.
Okay.
All right, if I say teacher, then you tell me teacher, teachers. Okay, can you do that? All right, student. Student, students. Teacher.
Teachers.
Teacher, teachers.
Day.
Day, days. Night. Nights. Exercise. Exercise. Exercises. Mineral. Minerals. Protein. Proteins. Products. Arms. Effects. Phrase. Phrases. Source. Sources. Quality. Qualities. Structure. Structures. Good. Okay. I will put some quizzes in Angel for you to practice with the S endings, so you'll practice with S and Z and is endings. When you look in the dictionary, remember I showed you how to look for words in the dictionary? You'll only see the singular form with the pronunciation. So when you play the pronunciation for that, you won't be able to hear any plural forms, right? But you'll only hear the base form when you look in the online dictionary.